The NBA's back. Let's get after it. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Cake, back with another NBA Prize Picks video. I got 3 plays for you here. We're talking about full game plays. If you haven't checked out the first half plays I did yesterday, I will link that video at the end of this one. If you don't have that Prize Picks account, use that promo code CashCake and get that 100% instant deposit match up to $100. A link is in the description below. Like I said, I got 3 plays for you. 2 of them in that Laker game going against Golden State. Man, they got no Wiggins, no Curry today. They're kind of shorthanded, but there's a couple plays in that game that I do like. And then another game that we'll talk about with the third play. So we'll just dive right into them. But if you like these videos, you want to see more of them, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel. We'll keep trying to knock these out, and hopefully they help you in your research process. Let's go. All right, we have the PrizePicks desktop up here. Again, you can download the mobile app as well. Like I said, we got 3 plays for you here. We'll first talk about the play that's not in the Laker Golden State game. So first play we're going to talk about here is one that I was on the fence on a few different ways to go here, and it's Buddy Hield going up against Boston. Boston's back. Finally healthy here. They kind of limped their way into the All-Star break, but getting Jaylen Brown back, getting Marcus Smart back, even though Marcus Smart did come back right before the end of All-Star break, they got the full team together here. They're favored by 8 here going up against Indy. And Boston's defense is one of the best ones out there, right? They're 7th in points allowed, 3rd in assists allowed. 4th against shooting guard defense here. They played a pretty slow pace. Boston, they're 20th in the NBA, 5th in defensive efficiency. And it's a spot where I think Buddy Hield's going to struggle a little bit here. So, the minutes, if we look over his last 4 games, they've been kind of trending down compared to how they were earlier. He's played 26, 30, 28, 29, and 28 minutes over his last 4 games. Before that, he was playing in the 36-minute range. And I think it's a spot where, again, he's going to kind of struggle here. If we look at what he's done against Boston in his last 4 games, one this year back on December 21st. And the 2 that I'm debating right now is points, rebounds, and assists, and fantasy score on the lower under. We're taking lower here on this. And I'm debating on which one I want to go. Buddy Hield can always get hot, right? He's a shooter, but I'm kind of leaning under on the fantasy score. Again, it's between fantasy score and points, rebounds, and assists. If we go back to Boston last year, if we go back to Boston last year in terms of fantasy score, he put up 20 and a half, 38.2, but he played 38 minutes. I don't have him projected for 38 minutes. So that's one thing where I'm not really looking at him playing that many. And if we look at the last game he played with 20 and a half, he played 37 minutes. And then back when he played with Sacramento, I won't count those, but this is when he's with the Pacers, right? He's only cleared this number in 1 game, and he played 38 minutes. And that was way back in February 27th of last year that he did do that. So there's just a bunch of guys that they're playing. Buddy Hield's probably going to play around 28, 29 minutes here. I don't think he's going to play 38, 37 like he was his first 2 games in the Pacer uniform against Boston here. I think it'll be more like the 30 minutes like he played in December, where he put up 26.5 fantasy score, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. So, and that's where I'm looking at debating, is it fantasy score or is it points, rebounds, and assists? Because again, if we look at points, rebounds, and assists, he only put up 18 that game against Boston. And then last year, 17, 31, and 18. Again, that 131 game, he played 38 minutes that game. So again, it was, for me, it was kind of an outlier there in terms of, he shot the ball 15 times. And there's just a lot of guys on this team that are going to play, right? So I like being lower on this. Again, it depends if you want to go points, rebounds, and assists or fantasy score. Either one of these is where I'm leaning here. Depends on which way you want to go. Right now I'm leaning fantasy score, but I think Boston getting healthy here, I think they're going to struggle a little bit here. And if we're going to have Buddy playing a little less than around 30 minutes or so, I'll take the under on this, on one of the two, either points, rebounds, and assists, or fantasy score. Second one we're going to talk about here, we're going to go over one that I've played a bunch, and I'm going to go right back to it. Jordan Poole, points and assists. I'm going to go more than this. If we kind of look at his body of work, with no Steph Curry out there, Steph Curry is hurt and there's no Andrew Wiggins on top of it. So it's going to have to be all of Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson. Lakers are 25th in points allowed, 24th in assists allowed, he's put up, if we look at what he's done against the Lakers this year, with no Steph Curry, put up 35 points and assists just back on February 11th. If we look at his last 10 games with no Steph Curry out there, he's cleared this number in 7 of those 10 games. In 5 of the last 6, he struggled against Washington. But before that, he played 37 minutes against the Lakers, put up that 35. So with him, it's if a shot's going to fall, if Klay Thompson can hit some of his, that's going to help a ton. Put up 29 points in that game against the Lakers, shooting the ball 25 times. I think we're going to see 20-plus shots here. He's going to have to. There's no Andrew Wiggins either. If we kind of look at, digging down a little bit, with no Wiggins and Curry, he's cleared it in 4 of those last 5 games with both of those guys off the court. But there's not a lot, to look at in terms of, the shot volume. The shot volume without Curry and Wiggins. He has 20 or more shots in the last 8 games with both of those guys off the court. 20 or more shots. So we're going to see that a lot. And a lot of them are three-pointers. Those 10 games without those guys, he's averaging 10 three-pointers. He's averaging 22.1 field goal attempts in those 10 games that there's no Wiggins or Curry. So he's going to be shooting a lot. Hopefully they go down, but you're going to tell me the volume's going to be there, the minutes are going to be there. I'm going to keep riding this. It's 30.5 points and assist here. If Klay Thompson starts hitting his shot, those assists are going to go up. But Poole's still going to see his shots as well. So 30.5 points and assist for Jordan Poole. Then the last one is we're going to go on the other side of it. We're going to go LeBron James. Again, he kind of talked about it. You can take it what it's worth about how important these 23 games are for him after the All-Star break, after all the trades that they had here, where they have, they brought in D'Angelo Russell. So D-Russ is there. They said they're still going to start Jared Vanderbilt and Malik Beasley there. So Vanderbilt, he's going to play some minutes. Beasley's a shooter as well. So I think we're going to see a lot, again, LeBron James is going to be playing a bunch. He talked about how important these are going up against Golden State. Now that he has a scoring title, I think he'll go back to there's no, Russell Westbrook out there to kind of have the ball in his hands a ton. Now D'Angelo Russell will still have the ball in his hands a lot, but LeBron James is going to have the ball in his hands a lot. And I actually like this rebounds and assists for him. More than 13.5 rebounds and assists for LeBron James. If we kind of look at this, the juice is massively on the over on this round, minus 165, minus 170. I don't count the OKC game, only had 10 because he's going for the scoring title there. Then he sat out a bunch of games, played the Pelicans, only put up 12 against them, but it's only 29 minutes. I think he's going to tune it up a little bit here. I think the assist numbers are going to go up. Some of those rebounds are going to go up a little bit. Just going to kind of have to do a little bit of everything. So I do like this rebounds and assist with him. I think you can play this. If you want to play it up to around, if it moves to 14, I'm fine with that. But before those 2 games, OKC and the Pelicans, he cleared that in 8 straight games. And if actually we go back before that, absolutely just demolished this for a long time. If we look at the last 30 games, he cleared this in 22. So 73% of the games, he cleared this, and I don't count really the last 2. So you could even say 22 out of 28 games he's cleared this. So without Curry out there and Wiggins, they got to get this chemistry going to try to push for the playoffs. So I can see him really getting aggressive here and facilitating, getting those guys going. Beasley hit a few shots. D-Russ hit a few shots. Just going to have the ball in his hands. So I do like this LeBron James over 13.5 rebounds and assists. So those are 3 plays for you there. Again, if you want to check out more plays, you can check out over. I'm going to drop a few plays over on Twitter today at Keg4540. And then also I'm either going to do a short video on our ladder challenge, or I'm going to drop it in Twitter. Still debating on the two that I want to throw up there, but that'll be out shortly this morning as well. So appreciate each and every one of you guys. Enjoy your Thursday. Glad to have NBA back. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.